So it's Jim here from Jim Rides for Life, and I'm not sure exactly how to get this going, but I've talked a little bit on my Facebook page about how this coming up year was going to be the biggest campaign of them all. And it really came to me not too long ago. A lot of the things that I've done in the past have been kind of book-ended projects. It's either a ride or a race or something along those lines, and it's always been trying to bring attention to whatever cause I was trying to put forward at that time. And of course, as a lot of you know, a lot of what my cause is awareness for mental illness, suicide prevention, especially among first responders. And one of the things I've noticed in anything that I've done that has been successful is I don't really wait around for other people to make it work for me. Instead, I just kind of move forward with it and start pulling it together, and hopefully it comes together. So a lot of what I've been doing as far as mental health awareness and suicide prevention with biking has been trying to put together a team for Race Across America, doing some local racing, doing some 24-hour awareness rides. But those things, they bring some awareness to it, but it's bringing people to the event to learn if they are so inclined. And so I want to take it to the next step now. The next step is I want to take the message to people that need it. I want to take the message to first responders, to law enforcement agencies, starting in the state of Florida. And what I'm going to do over this next year is I'm going to ride my bike to law enforcement agencies, to fire departments, to other first responder agencies, and bring the message of suicide prevention to them. Because in law enforcement, in firefighting, in other first responder activities, unfortunately, mental illness and suicide and the causes of people taking their own lives is pushed under the carpet. It's something that's not talked about. If somebody has a mental illness, they're considered to have a weakness. Or if somebody thinks that they might have a mental illness, they're afraid to go to their supervisors. They're afraid to go get help because they're afraid of being labeled. And my message is don't be afraid of that label. And people who do label other people need to stop labeling them, because people who have a mental illness can function strongly in the employment world, can function well socially, can function well physically, can do great things. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride my bike to these police departments and fire departments. I'm going to deliver my message that don't stop people from being successful because you fear their mental illness. They can deal with it. They can get treatment. They can feel better, and they can be a contributing member to your agency. So that's what I plan on doing. That my message to administrators is, if you have people within your department that are suffering from PTSD, that are suffering from depression, that are suffering from anxiety, that are suffering from any number of other mental illnesses, that's not the invitation to open the door and throw them out or not provide them support. Provide them support, and I'll tell you this, they will appreciate you in the department even more when you support them and you are in their corner. They'll be the best employees you've ever imagined. So that's what I'm going to do over the course of the years. I'm going to ride to police departments and fire departments. I'm going to show up at their door. I'm going to have pamphlets and information with me, and I'm going to knock on the door and ask to speak to anyone there that is willing to listen to me. And it's not going to be a long visit, but I'm going to tell them who I am, that my name is Jim Russell. I am the Deputy Chief of Police at the Florida State University Police Department. I have major depressive disorder. I am successful, and their employees can be successful too with their support. And that's my message. So over the course of the year, Jim Rides for Life is literally going to be that, Jim Riding for Life. And you can find me and follow me on Twitter at Jim Rides for Life. And also I'll be putting together a Facebook page for this, and I'll be uploading videos like this to Jim Rides for Life on YouTube. So do follow me over the course of the year. Let's get the message out there that mental illness, the stigma surrounding mental illness has to stop. We have to support people with these conditions and let them know, and let their administrators know, and people and employers know that mental illness is not a stopping point for somebody's success. Thanks, and I'm actually in the middle of a ride, and I need to get back to it and finish it. So, till further, Jim Rides for Life.